So can you see my screen now? Can you all see my screen? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, so let me take my attendance. Now we can start. Okay, so yesterday I gave you a question to solve. Who did that? Who tried? Were you able to get the answer? Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so who tried the question I gave? What was the question? What was the question? What was the question I gave? Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, can you hear me? I'm seeing that yesterday I gave you a question to solve. Do you remember the question I gave?
No, please.
So it means no one tried. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so yesterday we were trying to solve a question. I gave a question for us to solve, but since you couldn't do it, let's continue from here. Okay, so now our topic for today is using the fraction as multiples. Okay, so I have here, let me pick a pen then underline this. So this is the topic here, using fractions as multiples. Okay, so now I have this number here, 94 times 345. Okay, so there's yet another possibility here. Okay, so the multiple can be expressed as a fraction. So what do I mean? So let's try 94 times 345. So we can use 100, okay, and 350 as what reference. So if you look at this one, this is what 345, this what 100. So we can use 100 and 350 for 100 for this, 350 for this as what our reference number. So if we are going to use, now we are using the double reference here, so I have 100 here, 100 for this. So I'm trying to reduce this number. So if you have this here, this is 3.5. So 3 times 100 will give me 300, right? Okay, so 3 times 100 will give me 300. Then half times 100 will also give me what? 50. So making 350. So 3 whole number 1/2. When you multiply by 100, you get answer will be what? 350. So 100 from 94 will be what? 6. So 6 from 100 will give me 94. Then here is 350, because 3 times 100 will give me 300, and half of 100 is 50. So 350 also be half 5 minus 5 from 350 will give us 345. So here is minus 5. Now let's calm down. Now because of that, we have to multiply this by our second reference number here. So 6 times 3 will give us what? 18. So 6 minus 6 times 3 will give us negative what? 1/8. Then half, you take your half times negative 6 will also give us what? Negative 3. Okay, which you want to add negative 3 plus negative 18 will give us negative 21. So that's why we have the negative 21 here. So now we can subtract from this. So when you subtract negative 21 from this, 2 from this is 2, 1 from this is 1. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so 21 from 345. It means that our simple way is subtract 1 from 5, you get your 4. Subtract your 2 from your 4, you get your 2. So it will be 3, 2, 4. Now you multiply the down part, the one in the circle here, which is negative 6 times negative 5 will give us positive 30 plus 30. So once you add this, you are going to get 354 is the answer. So we can use fraction to do our calculation. So it's not difficult because you already know the reference number that you are picking. Okay, so you know that if I pick 3 times 100 will give me 300. Then half of 100 is 50. When I add it, I'll get 350. So with this one, when I subtract, it works. So this is all about thinking. Okay, you always have to think a different ways of solving the same questions. Okay, so let's move on to this. Now we can also use division to solve the same question. We solved the fraction yesterday. I gave you the division part, and to solve it was difficult for you, but as I said, today we will go into detail so that you can actually get everything. So now, to multiply 48 times 96, we could use a reference number. When you check here, 50 and not 100. Okay, which means that this one, the nearest reference number you can get for 96 is 100, and then 48 is also what? 50. So express as what? 50 times 2. Or so if you want to use the multiplication, you can express this as what? 50 times 2 will give us what? 100. Okay, so either this, or we can do this 100 divided by what? 2. Okay, it also means the same. So we could easily use the 100 divided by 2 because 100 then becomes the main what? Reference number. So always you look at the main reference number here. So our 100 becomes the main reference number. Okay, now when you have the 100 become your main reference, it is easy to multiply by what? 100 than it is by what? 50. Okay, you already know from our previous experience. So when writing multiplication, write the number first which has the main reference number. Okay, so when you are writing the multiplication, you should write the number first which is having the main reference number. Okay, so the main reference number is this 100. So the number that is going for the main reference number, we write that one first, then come to the next one. Okay, so which would be, for instance, we are writing 48 times 96. Now when you check this one, our main reference number is what? Is 100. So we have to change it. Yesterday that was asking you how to solve that. Now I was seeing if you can think about it. So the main question was 48 times 96, but because the main reference number is 100, we have to change it and write it this way: 96 times what? 48, meaning that the main reference number will be for this. If you do the other way out, you realize that you will get a negative what number, because the main reference number will be here. If we write 48 times 96 here, it means that the 100 will be here and the 2 will be here, which will not be, because you can't divide 100 by 2. It will be a fraction. Okay, so if it's going to be like this, then we have to change it. So that's why the main question, 48 times 96, has been changed to 96 times what? 48, because the main reference number is here, which is for the 96. Okay, now that we've gotten this part, so you know that 96 minus 4 from 6 will give us the 96. Then when we come here, because it's 2 divided by 100 is 50, so 52 will be what? 2 minus 50 will give us what? 48. So that you see that we've gotten this part sorted out, right? So the next thing that we have to do is we have to get this, because we are using the 2 reference number, we need to get the third one that we can subtract from this. Okay, so now to do that, we have to multiply this number by the second reference number. But here we can't multiply because we are doing what? Division. If it's a multiplication, you multiply. If it's a division, you divide. So we have here, when you divide 2 by this number, we will get what? Minus what? 2. Okay, so we have here minus 4 divided by 2 will give us what? Will give us 2. Minus 2. So that's why we have here, because we are dealing with division. So here it should be division. If it's multiplication, you multiply, but now it's division, so you divide. So now we have here minus 2. So minus 2 from this will give us what? 46 times our the main reference number, which will give us what? 400 and what? 4,600. Now we multiply the 1 in the circles under the multiplication. So 4 times minus 4 times minus 2 will give us what? Plus 8. So this will be our answer. Okay, so when you check it, you get the same thing. Okay, okay, now let's try another one. You said you don't what? Okay, so now this is the question that was given to us. 48 times 96. Okay, now we are using the 2 reference number. Okay, so you know that what is the reference number that you can get for 96? It's 100, right? Right? Do you agree with me? Hello? Right? Do you agree? Okay, when you look at 48, what reference number can we use for 48? It's 50, right? Okay, so 50. So now, if you want to use a division sign, first you have to look for your main reference number. So now, we know that always we want to work with 100, 10, those one make it easy when we are working with that. So we want to use a division. If you are going to use a multiplication, then this reference number that you can pick, okay, can also change. Okay, let's come here. So if I'm going to use a multiplication, I can pick a reference number like 50 and what times 2, because 2 times this one will give me what? Will give me what? 100. Okay, which I can save with this. But here the topic is what? Using a factor as what? Expressed as what? Division. So we are using division. So if 100 is going to be my main reference number, then I have to change the question. So instead of 48 times this, I want to always, your main reference number should be the first. Okay, so if 100 is going to be my main reference number, then I need to change this one to 96 times 48, so that your main reference number will come first, followed by the second reference number. Do you understand? Hello? Do you understand? Do you understand now?
My internet went a little wrong, so can you? My internet went a little wrong, so can you continue for me? The 5 times, 50 times.
Okay, so let me tell you this. Okay, what we are saying is the question that was given to us was 48 times 96. Okay, this is the question that we have to solve this. Okay, so with this one we say that we are using the 2 reference number to solve that. Okay, so you need to get a reference number for 96 and a reference number for 48. Do you understand that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so for a reference number for 96 is what? 100, right? And then the reference number that you can use for will be 50. Okay, so now we say that always make sure your main reference number comes first. Okay, now when you check this one, we want to use 96 as our main reference number because we are saying division. So something that will reduce the main reference number to order is what needs to come first. So instead of that, this question will be 96 times times 48. Okay, so if I pick this one, so my main reference number is 100 here. So if I want to get 50, which is for the second reference number, it will be 2 divided by 100 is what? 50, right? Hello? Okay, so 2 divided by 100 is 50. So this one I'm representing 2 here, which means that 2 divided by 100 is 50, which can serve my second reference number. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the main reason why we have this. Now if you are going to use a multiplication, you see that if I pick my main reference number is this. So if I have 50 times 2, okay, instead of division you want to use multiplication. It means 2 times this will give you what? 100, which can serve what? 96, right?
Yeah.
Do you understand? But here if you are going to use this one, it means that your question will be like this. Your question will be 48 times what? 96. Why? Because you say the main reference number always need to come first. Okay, so this one, the main reference number is what? 50. And 50 is for what? 48, right? Hello? 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 Yeah, you can write it. Hello? Hello? Yeah, do you understand what you are doing? If you don't understand, let me know so that I can take my time and explain it to you. I'm not here to rush you, okay? If you don't understand, kindly let me know so that I'll take my time, explain it to you. Do you understand, or I should go over it again? Okay, so let's pay attention and listen, okay? Hello. Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Then why do you think you're going? Hey, go. Tell her you talk to your teacher. Then just
Okay, so let's go over it again. Let me explain that to you, okay? So I'm going to clean the board. Kindly watch me, okay?
So where did you go?
I didn't go anywhere.
Huh?
I didn't go anywhere, okay? Okay, so please watch me, okay? Now the question that we have been given, who can read the, someone should read here for me. I want someone should read there for me. Using a factor expressed as a division. Someone should read that. Okay, read. Yeah, read. Oh. Hello. Stop, please. Now, who is reading? Let me see the one who is reading. Okay, you read. Let the lady read for us. Okay, let the lady read for us. So I'm showing my screen. Okay, read.
Using factors expressed as division. To multiply 48 times 96, we could use reference numbers of 50 and express as bracket 50 times 2 or 100 divided by 2. It would be easier to use 100 divided by 2 because then comes the main reference number. It is easier to multiply by 100 it is by 50. When writing the multiplication, write the number first which has the main reference number. So instead of writing 48 times 96, we would write 96 times 48. The completed problem would look like this.
Okay, so do you understand?
Yes.
Do you all understand?
Yes.
Okay, so now, yeah. You said, hello, I can't hear you well. I can't hear you. Okay, Kofi, keep quiet, please. Let's. Okay, So now wait, listen to me. You say you don't understand, so kindly listen to me. Let me explain it to you. Okay. So now the main question that was given to us was 48 times 96. Okay. Are you watching the board?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then we say something here that when writing multiplication, write the number first which has the main reference what number. Have you gotten that point? Okay. When writing the multiplication, you should write the number that contains the main reference number what first. Okay. So assuming if here we want to use multiplication, okay, if we want to use multiplication, here will be something like this. Now what will be the main reference number for 48? What will be the reference number for 48? You can tell me. 48, what will be the reference number? What? Who can tell? 50. Okay, 50. So here we will have our 50 written down. Okay, now we look for 96. So you ask yourself, what can I multiply by 50 that will give me a reference number of 100? What do you need to multiply to get a reference number of 100? 2. So times 2 here will also give us what? Will give us 100. That can serve the second reference number. Do you understand? Okay, so now with this, you know that what number will you subtract from 50 that will give you 48? What number? Is 2, right? Okay, so here we have our minus 2 here. Okay, now you come to this side. What number, when you multiply this and this, you get 100. So what number will you subtract from 100 that will give you 96? What number? Minus 4, right?
Yes.
Okay, so minus 4. Okay, so I have my minus 4 here. So now, because we are using 2 reference number, we don't need to do crossway. We only do crossway when we are dealing with 1 reference number. So you multiply this, the number that's going for the main reference number, by the second reference number here. So 2 times this, you watch the sign. When it's multiplication, you multiply. If it was division, you divide. So now this is multiplication. So 2 times minus 2 times 2 will give us what? Negative what? Negative what? Hello? What will be the answer? Negative 2 times 2 will be what? Negative 4, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have another circle here. So now we will subtract this from this. So negative 4 from this will give us what? 9 what? 2. 92, right? Right? Hello? Do you understand? Okay, so now that we are done, you have to multiply 50 by 92. Okay, so the only way to make it easy for you is you can what? Add your 2, because you know half of this, half of 50 is what? 100, right? So if you do like this, divide by 2. Okay, because here will be difficult for you, so you can just make it 100 divided by 2, which will give you this. So when you divide 2 by this, what will you get? Who can tell me? 2 divided by 92 is what? Who can give me the answer? Hello? Who can tell me? There is 90. Always we break it. Here is 90. 90 divided by 2 is what? Because of the multiplication, if you multiply 50, it will be difficult for us, so we use 100, okay, to get our zeros here. When we are done, divide by 2, it will give you still 50, okay. So here, if I break this one down, I can break it down to 90, okay, because I want to divide by 2, I can have here 90, okay. If you divide 90 plus 2 will be 92. Just forget about the 0, okay. When you do that, what will be the answer? Here will be what? 2 divided by this will be what?
2 divided by
90 will be what? 45, right?
yes,
Or what? 45, right? And then 2 divided by 2 is what? It's not 1.
Yes.
So you know that you get what? 6 here. So 2 divided by 92 will be what? 40 what? 6. Do you agree? Hello?
Hi.
Do you agree? Then you add your zeros to them. Okay. So you know that 50 times 96 is what? 50 times 92 will be what? 4,600. Okay, this is what we've done the previous way, so you have to keep all these ones to be able to get your answer. Okay. Hello? Do you understand? Okay, so now when you are done with here, you multiply these two. -2 times this. -2 times -4 is what? Is what? +8, right? So plus 8. Yeah?
What is written under the 9,200?
What is written under what?
9,200. What is written under 8?
Is 40. Is the 46 that I did. Okay, I just break this one down. Okay, this is what I did. We have to deal with 50 times 92, because when you subtract 4 from this 96 will be 92. Okay, so we have to multiply 50 by 92. I don't know, it will be difficult for me, so what I'll do is I'll make it 100 divided by 2. So I'll make it, instead of 50 can also be written as what? 100 divided by what? 2. Do you understand? So when I multiply my 100 by this, okay, 0 by this, I will get this number 920. Then I'll divide it by what? The 2, divided by the 2, okay, which will give me the answer that I want. So 92, if I don't know 2 divided by 92, I can break it down. 90 plus 2. So 2 will go into 90 how many times? 45. All of you said that 45. Then 2 will go to 2 what? 1. So plus what? 1 plus 1. So now I'm going to get the total will be what? 40 what? 6. Okay, so I now know that 50 times 92 will be what? Yeah, I just doing the breakdown for me to solve it. Okay, So just doing the breakdown. So now I know that 50 times 92 will be what? 4,600. That's what I did here. Do you understand? Hello? Okay. Okay. So now you multiply the one here. What? Yeah, 4600 here. Okay. So now if I multiply negative 2 times negative 4 will be what? Positive 8. Okay, will be positive 8. So I have my 8 0 6 4. Okay, do you understand? It's not the same thing as this. So you can either use the 50 or 100, but we are saying that when we want to work with 100, so now because it's division, here is what? 48 times 96. So the main reference number we want to use is 100. So it means that we need to turn the question. So the main reference number should come first. So here we will have this question that was given to us will be written as 96 times 48. Okay, so now the 100 will be my main reference number for 96. Then I ask myself, the next reference number is 50. So what number do I need? So I know that if I divide 2 by 100, I'll get 50. So I'll do my division here. So here will be what? 50. Okay, so 50, 2 from 50 will give me 48. So now I have my minus 2 here. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay, so now because we are using the two factor, okay, we are using two factor reference number. Now the sign here is not multiplication. If it's a multiplication, you will multiply this one by this and we add 4. But now this is what? Division. So you have to divide this number by the number here. So here will be 4 minus 4 divided by 2 will give us what? When this one will cancel, okay, this one will cancel, here will be what? 2. So now we have for negative 2. Do you understand? So now we can subtract the negative 2 from our 48, which will give us what? 46. Then we multiply the 100 by this. So 100 times 46 will give us what? 4,600. Then we multiply the 1 here in the square. So minus 4 times minus 2 is what? Positive 8. When you add, you get your answer. So you can either work with division or multiplication. All that you need to understand the concept. Okay, are you okay with it now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you can write it down. Have you written it down already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so our next question is this. So I going to multiply 97 by 48. So somebody said what? I shouldn't. Who is writing? Jessica, you joined late, right? You joined late. Next time you have to come early. Okay, I'm just giving you 2 minutes. Just finish it up. Just 2 minutes.
two you were chatting? I'm not. I was chatting but I've stopped. Yeah, I just Kofi is chatting. Can we stop Kofi to stop chatting? But you two you chat. I will stop, but still as long as you did it. You did it.
Okay, Jessica, are you done?
Yes.
Okay, so now let's continue. So now our next question is, we want to multiply 97 by 48. Okay, so now we can look for the reference number. What will be the reference number for 97? What will be the reference number for 97? 100, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about 48? What reference number can we use for 48? 50, right? Okay, so we can use it's easy always to work with 100. Okay, so we can use division. Okay, so our main reference number is 100. Okay, so you write it down. So our second reference number will derive from the main reference number. So you ask yourself, what number will I use to get to 50? So you know that 50, when you divide 2 by 100, you will get your 50. Okay, so I will use division here. Okay, so now 100 is what? 3 minus 100 will give me my 90 what? 7. Then 50 minus 2 minus 50 will also give me 48. Okay, so I've gotten this part. Now the next part is to now divide the 2 by what? This. Okay, so 2 divided by negative 3 will be what? Negative 3 over 2. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you can see that this one is what? Improper or fraction. We can't divide, so we can write it in another form, which will be what? 2 will go into 3 how many times? 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have our one whole number. Okay, 1 what? What will be the remainder? What will be the remainder? 2 will go into 3, 1, remainder what? Hello? Hello? Yeah, so we have here 3 divided by 2. So you ask yourself, how many times will 2 go into 3? How many times? If 2 people are sharing 3 items, each one will get what? 1. Then what will be left? What will be left? 1, right? So you have your 1, each one will get 1, then it will be left with 1 that will need to be shared by the 2 people again. Okay, so you say that each one will get 1, then remember 1 that need to be shared again, so that will be half. Do you understand? So you have your one whole number 1 over 2. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now this is why we got this. So 2 is sharing 3, each one will get 1, remainder 1, then the 1 they will share again, so half, so which will give us 1 over what? 2. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Are you okay with this point?
Yes, sir.
Can we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so who is chatting? Kofi, stop that. Okay, stop that. We need to pay attention to what we are doing. Okay, it's very important. Now what that we are doing is going to help you a lot. Okay, you are understanding everything. Now if you are working with fractions, you know how to work with it, you know how to multiply fraction. It's going to help you in your maths, okay, in classroom. So kindly pay attention and watch me. Okay, so let's continue from here. So now I need to multiply one whole number 1/2 by what? 48. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Okay, so you can't do, sorry, first thing is, because this one is here, we are subtracting, we are not multiplying. So here is subtracting this number from this. Okay, so if we want to do that, 1 from this will be what? Who can tell me? 1 from 48.
47.
Is what? 47. Okay, so we have 47, so here will be 47. Okay, then we have, what is here? Half, right? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so half from 47, what will be? Half, like 47, half of 1 will be what? Will be 40 what? 6.5, right?
Yes.
46.5. So you have 46.5. So 1 and 2. Okay, so this is how all this calculation came. So you need to always understand this. It's not difficult to do your multiplication and all those things. So everything needs to be calculated for. So now we need to multiply 100 by 46 and what? Half. Do you understand? Because we have to multiply the mean. So now when you multiply 100 by 46, what will be the answer? Who can give me? Will be what? It will be what? It will be 4600, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you multiply half by 100. Half of 100 is what? Half of 100, 50. Half of 100 is 50, so plus 50. So I can do it down here, plus 50.
Please, Franklin is calling Kofi a coconut.
Please watch me. What you are doing is very, very important. You need it even in your G's, a lot of things. So watch me. Okay, sometimes you put the question like this and you don't know what to do. Okay, so kindly watch me. Okay, so if I add them, I will have what? 4, 6, 5, 0, right? Do you understand? Okay, so that's why we got this number here, 4,650. Okay, when you subtract half, 1.5 from 48 will be what? 46.5. Okay, and when you multiply 46.5 by 100, it will be what? 4,650, which means that 100 times 46, which is the whole number, will give us what? 4,600. And 100 times half is 50. So you add your 50 to this and then you will receive this answer. Can we continue?
97.
Does it mean what? You said, or does it mean? You said, does it mean?
Does it mean that 97 times 48 is 400?
No, we are not done. We are not done. So what is left is to add our this multiply here. Negative 3 times negative will be what?
Negative 3 times.
Negative 2 will be what? Positive 6. So plus 6. So 97 times 48 will be 4,656.
Okay.
Okay. Do you understand?
Okay.
You can check it from your calculator. You get the same thing. So now this is how we can. We said it's correct, right?
First time now. You see, it's first time.
We are done. We are done. Okay. You don't understand something. You don't understand something. I'm explaining it to you. Why? You don't want me to explain? Yeah, we are done. Okay. So do you understand now?
Yes.
Okay. So
Bye-bye, sir.
okay, if you want to go, you can leave. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye. You can leave. Okay. So now those that want to write, you can write them. Okay. Kindly write them because we said
The one on top of this one.
the one on top of what?
This one.
This one. Wait, which one? What?
The one on top, the one that we did before this one.
I'll let you finish copying this one. When you are done, you are done copying this. Have you all copied this already? Are you done with copying this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you are talking about this. Are you talking about this one? This.
The one after this one.
The one after this one. This. Are you talking about this one?
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to copy this, you can copy it. Okay, this one we multiply by half. It's the same thing that we've done. Okay, I believe you understand. When you multiply 3 times the 6 here, it will give you what? 18. 3 times 6 will give you 18. Half of 6 is what? 3. Okay, when you add it, you get what? 21. Okay, so I believe you've gotten that. Then 100 times 3 will give you what? 300. Half of 100 is what? 50. When you add, you get what? 350. When you subtract from 5, you get this. So I believe you really understand them. So kindly write and
What did I read? I didn't come to the class and I came at I came at stage 8, but when I was talking, people here around the
which one are you talking about?
today's class, the one that I'm writing.
Uh-huh.
I only came for the section exam.
Uh-huh. This I'm saying that the topic is using fractions as multipliers. Okay, so we have this is the question that was given to us. 94 times 345. You need to multiply. So we are saying that we are using two reference number. So from the first one, as I explained to you, so your main reference number needs to be first, which is for 94. Okay, so you know that 100 for reference number is 94. Then you ask yourself the next reference number for this. Okay, 345 will be 350 if you check it. Okay, so you need to represent this. So you know that 100 times 3 will give you what? Will give you 300, right? Then half of 100 is what? 50. When you add it, When you add it, you get 350. Okay, do you understand? So now here is 350. So when you subtract 5 from this, you get what? 345. Okay, the rest is easy for you. Are you okay? Yeah.
The one that you wrote 6 and 7. What did you write under it?
The one that's what?
You wrote 6 and 7. What did you write under it?
6 times what? This, are you talking about this? This one, this is not 6 times 7. Okay, it's 3. It's 3. Yeah, it's here. 6 times 3 is what? That can't you see I've written 18 here? Okay, it's this. We have to multiply this to get the number here. So it's 6 times 3. 6 times 3. Mm-hmm. What did I write under it? It's 6 times 3 is 18. No, what is here? I was explaining it. Okay, I was explaining it to you. So how I got this 21. Okay, so the explanation is you multiply the 6 times 3, which is what? 18. Okay, then you have to multiply 6 by half. Okay, half of 6 is what? Minus 3. If I have here, it will be like this: 6 times 1 over 2, like this. That is half. When you do it, that one too will be what? 3. Okay, so now you add your 3 plus your 18. Okay, 3 plus 18, which you minus 18, which will give you what? Minus 21. So it means that 6 times 3 whole number 1 over 2 is what? Minus 21. Do you understand? Okay.
So do we need to write it?
Which one? This. You have to write so that you understand it. Okay, you understand how I got the 21. Do you understand?
Okay.
For your notes, so you write it so that when you see, you know how I did this. Okay.
So what is so that means what you wrote under it was so when you wrote 6 times 3 and under it you wrote minus 8 or
Which one? Yeah, yes, minus 21. Eh? Minus 8 under what?
minus 18 under the 6 times
Yeah, it says minus 6 times 3 is minus 18. And then half of you have to do with this. We are multiplying this minus 6 times 3 whole number 1 over 2. So first I'll take the 6 and multiply by the 3 first. And when what? 6 times 3 is what? 18. But there's negative here, so minus 18. Then I'll take the 6 again and multiply by the half. Okay, which will give me what? Minus what? 3. So I'll add minus 18 plus minus 3 will be minus 21. Do you understand?
So to be plus.
Yeah, it's plus. Here is plus. Here is plus.
Plus 3.
Plus minus 3.
Plus
Here is minus 3. Okay, negative here.
minus 3.
Yeah, which will give us 21. Okay.
Is it equal
No, it's not equal, because when you do it, the answer, you just write it down. You are just doing your rough work. Here is just a rough work. Do you understand how I got this? Are you okay? Okay. No, there's nothing again. That is the first one. Okay. Okay. So please try your best and then work it out. Tomorrow we will continue so that you can solve more questions on that. Okay. 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 Thank you very much. Okay. Bye.